I'm Jessica, and I'm the teen coordinator here at the Thomasville Public Library. I'm coming on here today to show you how to make this week's craft, which is keepsake, salt dough paw prints, and also if you are doing this as a family and you have a child, then child and baby handprints as well. And I also want to say we are having amazing ticket turn-in so far. We have about 50 hours of tickets, and we are only on like the 3rd day of turning in tickets. So keep turning those in for your chance to win your weekly prize. And then we will be announcing those on Monday morning. And so without further ado, we're going to go get started. So I did this over the weekend, and I have learned a few tips and tricks that were not on your information sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the final product. These are my little dog's paw prints. She is a 5-pound Chihuahua, so very, very tiny. I literally just hovered her over and like pressed her paw print down. So yes, first you're going to start out, I put 2 different things in your bags. So we're going to start out first with a cup of salt, and we're just going to pour it out. All of yours is already pre-measured, but you may want to have a little bit of extra flour on hand from your parents' kitchen, because I know I had to grab just a little extra. Because if it's too like watery and gooey, then you're going to want to add just a little bit more flour. All right, we're going to pour our cup of salt in here, and that looks like a lot, and it will make a lot. And then we're going to get our cup of flour, which, like I said, yours is already pre-measured out. There we go. I'm going to dump this in here. And then you're going to go to your sink, and you're going to get you a half a cup of water. I'm going to pour out just a little bit. And then you're going to pour it in your mixture. So here's the fun part. Once this is all in, you're just going to stir, 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 and it's going to almost make like a little paste. And so mine is a little too crumpled, so if yours starts to look like that, always add more water. So I'm going to go back to the sink and add just a little bit more. Keep stirring. And this may take a while depending on how fast you can stir and how well it starts to mix together. We're just going to pour the rest of that in there. Alright, there we go. So it's going to start looking like this once you start adding the water and everything. So this looks like it's going to be a little too gooey, so we may have to go back and add a little bit more flour. I'm just going to take it from the bag and just sprinkle some since I got my measuring cup wet. And you may get some arm muscles doing this. I know I did this weekend, and I'm getting some more now. But now you kind of see it's kind of making like a dough ball. You're just going to keep mixing and mixing and mixing. Maybe add a little bit more flour, because you don't want it to be too watery. If it's too watery and you stick like a hand, or like if you have a bigger dog and you stick their bigger paw print in there, whenever you take it up, some of it's going to lift up with it. That's why my handprint didn't work. So you do want it as doughy as possible. And I think we're almost there. Yeah. So now it's going to kind of have a consistency like, it's very sticky, very goopy, very nasty. So once you get it to your consistency, I put a piece of parchment paper in your kits. I don't have any with me today, so I'm just going to put it on this bag because I'm not baking mine. So what you're going to do is you're just going to scoop it out on your parchment paper, like I said. I don't have any with me today, so I'm just going to use a bag because it still works. So it kind of comes out like this. If it's this consistency, you may want to add a little bit more flour or salt because you see how kind of doughy it is. So you're going to flatten it out. And then once it gets flattened into the consistency that you want, not this consistency, you definitely need to add more flour. So I think I may have added too much water. It's kind of like an experiment. You kind of just get to play around with it. It's got some science involved because there's a lot of mixing and trying to see how they react to like the water and the ingredients. But once you get it to that really like kind of doughy consistency where it's not like a goo, then you are all set to put your dog's handprints in it. If you want to do leaf prints, you can do like a video game controller if you want to get it messy, so probably not one that you use every day. If you have a baby, if you're a family doing this, it definitely works for the baby handprints because they're very, very small hands, and especially toddlers as well. And then once you get it to like the handprints and the consistency you want, and you place the handprints in there, you're going to preheat your oven to 200 degrees. And this is where I kind of learned a little bit as well, but you're going to set it to 200 degrees. And if you are a teen doing this, please have your parents help. You're going to let it preheat, and then you're going to put it in the oven for 3 hours. I took mine out after an hour and a half because it looked done on the top and it's still very doughy on the bottom. So let it just cook in there for 3 hours so that it gets finished all the way through. And then also before you put it in, if you want to take a cookie cutter or go ahead and make the shape around your print so that it's not jagged like this one, then do that because then it will bake in that print that you want. So I hope that y'all had fun making a mess with me today and learning how to do salt dough prints. I know I had a blast doing it at home. My dog, she did not like it too much because she is really tiny and she just doesn't like to be messed with. But please let me see your finished products if y'all want to put them down in the comments below or even bring them in to show me. I cannot wait to see how y'all do with this craft, and I will see y'all next week. And I hope y'all have a great week. Thank you.